Konami recently updated the Genesis points list, and I wanted to give you guys a Phantom Knight list with a lot of supplementary engines because if you don't know, Rusty Barty's one of the main combo pieces in the deck just isn't available. It just it's not legal because it's a link monster. So you kind of have to have all of these supplementary engines to kind of help the deck combo off and just have a decent board and also just play going second as well. The deck is pretty fine. I think it's pretty strong. Last points list or the couple of points lists before that, it was good going first. Obviously, it's a really good going first deck, but going second, it was kind of iffy because this deck can't really play a lot of the points cards. It can't play stuff like draw was like the only card it could really play if they really wanted to because it was like 5 points, but now it's 25 points. But you can't really play that much non-engine in this deck. And you still can't play a lot of non-engine in this deck. If you really wanted to, you could play probably like 3 to 6 non-engine in this deck. But this is all engine, just all gas. A lot of pushes. So, yeah, this deck is just really fun. And if you really like combo-based strategies that just have all gas and you push going second with all this engine, I think this is the deck for you. So let's get into the deck. Again, there's a lot of engines in this deck. I would say like 3 or 4 engines in this deck. So let's start off with the PK monsters. You have the 3 Torn Scales. Obviously, Torn Scales is the most important normal summon of your deck. Scales just obviously really good for the PK strategy. And then we have the 3 Silent Boots, the 3 Ancient Cloak, and then the 3 Ragged Gloves. So these are all like the PK cards. You just want to max out on these names because you want to see these names because once you get access to one of these names, you get well, except Silent Boots, but Silent Boots is still really good because it's an extender and it also gets to a interruption in terms of Fog Blade, so it's really good to have in your hand in combination with these. So like having like Torn Scales, Ragged Gloves, or Ancient Cloak in your hand is like really good as a starter. In combination with like another extender, that's where you really get a lot of your push and all your interruptions from, is just having like Torn Scales by itself is really good, but like with these other ones you want to have like another extender to have in combination with them to really start your plays. So this is it for like the PK monsters, and obviously the last PK card is the Fog Blade besides the X deck. Fog Blade really good. Like you don't really need the other cards. Like this is just a 3-axis deck if you remember that type of strategy from like 10 plus years ago. But yeah, this is like just all like level 3 monsters for the most part. I'll get into the other monsters besides that that are not level 3. So yeah, these are really good. These are all the PK cards that I play in this deck besides the extra deck. So that is it for the PK engine. Now for the other engine that got buffed in this recent list. It makes this deck a lot better. So I play the Adventurer package. So we play all of these cards. So we play the 3 Water Enchantress, the 3 Rite of Armazir, 1 of the Fateful Adventurer, 1 Illegal Knight, and then 1 of the Dracobak. So this package was very popular back in like 2021, 2022. This engine is just really, really powerful because it just does a lot. Water Enchantress is not only just like it gets you access to this body, which also gets you to another body as a level 3 or an interruption, and then it also gives you a card that can be really good going second. Illegal Knight is also really good going second as well. So like you just have this package that gives you either a level 3 extender plus a body, plus interruption going second, or you have a body plus an interruption plus like another push going second. So like this engine is just really, really solid, and I like that Konami released all the points off of this engine because it's a really cool engine. There's not really anything crazy you can do with this engine because like you don't have, I mean, well, you could play Wandering Griffin Rider, but it is 50 points. So like if your deck can afford that 50 points, which I don't even think you really need. I think Illegal Knight is just good enough. Like you don't really need the negate. besides like Nibiru. Like Nibiru is like the only card I can think of that you would really want a Wandering Griffin Rider. And then at the same time, some decks are just not even going to be playing stuff like Nibiru because they're wasting all their points on these powerful engines. So I don't think it's really necessary. And there's other ways you could play around Nibiru in this deck. And even if you get Nib, you could have like a Fog Blade plus like another engine. Like you could hold your stuff to play around stuff like Nibiru. You don't have to go all in. So like playing around Nib is just, you don't really need it. So there's no Griffin Rider in this deck. So this engine is just really good. It just does a lot for this deck. So that's it for the Adventurer engine. For the other engines, we have the Goblin Biker engine, which is just these 4 cards, plus the Big Gabunga in the X deck. These are just the only 4 cards you really need in the engine. Like, you could play like another Doug Charger, because Doug Charger is a really good like extender when you're just playing, when you get a chance to play, but it's not really good to like, it's not like a level 3 extender. It's you have to conditionally like have like a XYZ on the field already to like summon this card on the field, so it's just not that good. But it is a good card if you get to start playing and like your opponent like interrupts one of your XYZs. You can just go, okay, detach a material from the XYZ, summon this, and then get this, and then, you know, use this effect, get to that, and then that can maybe summon itself if you have another material on the monster. So these cards are really good. Obviously, these are the ways that you extend your plays and, you know, do the combos, because this gives you 2 bodies, which gets you to another XYZ, which gets you into just a lot of XYZ shenanigans. So really good. They also changed the points on this card, but they also increased the points on the Big Up Manga. So this is, I believe, 20, and then Big Up Manga is 15 now. So like it is just 2 extra points, I believe. So it didn't really change for that. And then for the one trap, or the other trap that I play in this deck, is the Materiactor Critical. This is a Omni Negate, which is really good. You could just search off of the rank 3 Materiactor monster. It's just really good for that. And it just adds another layer of disruption to your field. You could side deck this card, honestly. You don't really need this, but like when you don't have the PK cards, it gives you an extra disruption, because like you don't have that many disruptions if you don't open up the PK cards. So having this card in your deck is just a lot more powerful in your deck. Obviously, you can cut this. You don't really need this in the main deck, but like you could side it. But I really like it in the main deck. I don't think it's like too crazy. Like even if you open this up and you're going second or something like that, like you can use stuff like the Adventurer engine or like Torn Scales to like discard this to the graveyard. So it's not even that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, it's still a brick, but like it's not as like bad as like other decks that can't really discard anything. Then we have the Speedrun engine. This is 7 points, I believe. So I think that's like half of my points right now. So the Speedrun engine, obviously, it's a rank 3 deck. You want to play like a engine that gives you to an XYZ. So this is really good. And then for the last monsters in the deck are just extenders. These can be non-engine if you really wanted to. Like, you don't really need to play these cards in your main deck. But like I really like these cards. I think they really help you extend going first and going second. So I play the Psychic engine, and I also play Kagamushinite. These are just more level 3 extenders. Like you could probably cut like maybe this, play like 2, 2, and 2, and just play like a non-engine maybe. Or you could like do like this, like cut it to like down to 1, because like Kagamushinite is like the worst extender. It's not bad, but it's like the worst extender. So you can cut this for like a Dark Ruler, like any like non-engine you want, like Cosmic. Maybe you want Cosmic in your deck. Maybe you want Kaiju's for something like Lunalights. Like you could use that to like cut these cards and like play those cards. But I think the extenders are just cool, because I like the idea of like summoning two XYZs and then going to Zeus and stuff like that, or like going into Breaks Horde and interrupting your opponent, or like getting rid of their interruptions. I just really like it. I think it's better than just like playing stuff like Dark Ruler, because like you don't know what you're exactly playing against. So like if you play Cosmic, you might play against like an all combo deck and it's just dead, or you play Dark Ruler, you play against a back row deck like Odeon, or if you play something like Kaiju's like the best out of the three I would figure, but like even then, like if you play against like Draco Tail, like it just doesn't really do much. So I just rather would play extenders and just side deck all of the non-engine like that. So for the extra deck, we play two Break Sword, the Big Gabunga, and then the Materia Actor. These are like the archetype extra deck monsters. So Break Sword, obviously really good to get through your opponent's interruptions. Big Gabunga is how you bridge the Goblin Biker cards, and as well as like a lot of other stuff. So this is really good. It's also an interruption, which is really nice. So you can like leave this on your field and interrupt your opponent. Take one of their monsters and attach it as material. And then the Materia Actor card is really good for, as I said before, it gets to the Omni Negate, which is really good. It just solidifies your board, makes it more solid and just a little bit less breakable towards stuff like Dark Ruler and all these other board breakers that people play in this format. So I really like these cards in the extra. And then for the other rank 3s, we have the 2 Legionnaires, because this is a PK deck. Legionnaire just summons back a banished monster from your banish zone. So really good card. And then we have the 2 Utopic monsters. We have the Utopic Future and then Draco Future. This is another card you can cut. You can play the other card. Let me get it. It's in one of it's here. You could play this card. Let me get it. I'm looking through my cards. You can play the Utopic Future Zexal. This is another option you can play over it, and you can have like 20 more points. But I think Utopic Future is just way better. It's an Omni Negate. It steals your opponent's cards. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. It's just like really sticky. So like, you can have the option of just like removing this from your extra deck, removing 3 cards, and then you have 20 points for non-engine like Dark Hole, something that's like maybe 5 points. I can't really think, like Nibiru. I think you have enough points. Yeah, because 3 Nibirus is like 18 points. So you could cut this card, play the other Utopic monster, and then have something like Nibiru in your deck just as a powerful 3 of. But I didn't really think it was necessary. But it is an option that you have. And then for the other rank 3s, we have the Ashura King. This is how you play around Nibiru. If you have just like all level 3 extenders, you could just summon this and then have 2 leftover XYZs to go into the Big Gamunga, or leftover level 3s to go into the Big Gamunga. And this can just act as a negate for your opponent's Nibiru. Then the XYZ Armor Torpedo. This is just a card that you use to draw and then use this as material for the Utopic Future. We have Time Thief Redoer as our dark level 4 XYZ for when you break sword. This card's just really good in the grind game, so I just really like this card. It's really powerful, especially if you get like a trap and then you could bounce, or like you get a draw and then you get more follow-up. I really like this card. It's just really good. But you can play other cards. I think there's like the Evil Swarm Nightmare you can also play in this deck. But I think Redoer is just like really good because it plays into the whole like grind game thing, because like you have the adventure cards for grind game, you have like the Goblin Biker cards that are good for grind game, because you just get a lot of follow-up with the a lot of these engines in your deck, like the PK. Obviously PK, you're gonna have a lot of PKs in your graveyard at the end of your turn, so having something like Redoer just adding to that layer of follow-up is just really nice. We play the Dragon Gate just because it can clear a lot of your opponent's cards and allow you to OTK. The Fortune Tune in combination with the Downerd and the Zeus. So these are like the last extra deck monsters. Zeus is just an insane card. Like this is worth the 20 points. So this is 20 points. This is 20 points, and then I believe the Big Gabunga is 15, and then the rest of the deck is like comes up all the way to 99 points. So you have 1 point to like spare, I guess. But if you really wanted to, you could cut these 2 cards. But like Zeus is too good not to like cut in your deck. Like I don't think you cut Zeus in this deck, but you can definitely cut the Draco Future. you could definitely cut like some of the extenders in the deck and then play like another non-engine or like a really powerful non-engine if you really wanted to. So you could also cut like the speed rate engine, but I really don't think you need like the speed rate engine is so good. It's so good. It's just a free XYZ. It can lead to two XYZs pretty much, and you could just use that to go into your topic future. So that's like another way to play around Nibiru, uh, if you really wanted to. So I don't think you cut that. Definitely not. So this is the PK profile. I think the deck is really fun. I haven't really played many games uh, with the new points list, but I just wanted to update you guys on like this deck and like how it plays in the Genesys format, because I don't think there's many PK lists posts or like in the Genesys format. I really try to look and see if people were like, "Oh, let's play some PKs," and I just didn't really see it. I think PKs is definitely a valuable strategy. I know there's other like rank 3 slash 3-axis combo slot, like, you know, pure Goblin Bikers, Punk. There's like other, you know, XYZ decks that you could play. But yeah, I think PK is the most fun because you have a lot of this follow up, and the cards are really sticky, and Zeus is one hell of a card. So yeah, that's it, guys. I've rambled on long enough. Let me know if you want to see a Sword Soul list. I think I have a Sword Soul list coming out in the future as well. So yeah, that is it. Peace.